Alrighty, we have a fluorescent light. We're going to take and put a 3-prong cord on it so this metal casing is grounded. So first we'll cut off our end here that we're not going to be using. And we'll strip off our outer jacket. We'll just clip around here very carefully. I don't put any pressure on my left hand, which is injured right now. So I'll just cut our outer jacket carefully going around here. Okay. I'll bend it over to make sure our jacket is cut through all into it a little bit here. You were getting it. Another little spot right here. Just very carefully, just cutting the outer jacket. There we go. So here in the country I was born in, on our power cords, the black is your live wire. The white is your neutral wire. And your solid green wire is the ground. So we'll just cut off this little bit of fill here. That's it. Unfortunately, I cut through the white wire, so you know what? We go back to ground zero and we start over again. Isn't that a lot of fun? It is, isn't it? So that fill, this white fill, looks so much like the white wire, it's so hard to tell them apart. So we just enjoy doing it again, that's all. You don't get upset. Just have to be very careful not to cut the wires. And I'll just get our fill out of here again. Well, if it's not going to cut it, it's not going to cut it. Oh, it did cut it. Good. Okay, so again, here in the country I was born in, your black wire is the live, your white is the neutral, and your green is the ground on your 110, 120 volt cords. So now we'll take our light fixture, open up our little thing here that holds the cord in place. Which end does it open up on? We'll take our caps off here. Here's our white. black wire. And we'll take our wire off our light here. There is a little plastic grommet in here. So this is our neutral side. This is going to be our white. Okay, so we'll feed our cord down through here. Like that there. Okay, we'll strip our wires here with our 18 gauge hole. One. I'm going to strip the ground longer, and I'll show you why. Okay, we're going to scrape some of the paint off here so we get a nice connection for our ground connection here. Put our ground wire up through here. Put a knot on that side. I'll set that up on our table so it stays up there. I'm going to keep it back down. Take our ground wire. We'll get our strands twisted together here. Get our nut on our washer on here. You see how I get the wire around the screw the direction our screw turns. Drop our washer on here. Put our nut on. Make sure it's nice and tight. Our strands are all under the screw head all the way around. Now I'll bring the camera down close so you can see how I hook the wires up. Okay, so we'll use our orange wire nuts. And you'll see here in the country I was born in, we use wire nuts to connect our wires. They come in multiple sizes. Orange is a smaller one, then yellow is bigger, and red is bigger. Then there's a big blue one. And they all have a spring inside to grab our wires. So we'll get our insulation even at the bottom like this. We'll twist our strands together like this. Have our copper even at the top and our insulation even on the bottom here. Take our wire nut and we'll make sure our insulation is going up into the bottom of that cap there. And we'll do the same with our black wire here. Get our insulation even at the bottom here. We'll wrap our strands around each other like this here. Get them so that they even on the end here. Get our insulation even down here. And our copper even up here. Take our cap and we'll make sure our insulation is going up into the bottom portion of this wire nut. I'll let you see down inside there. See how our insulation is down inside the bottom portion of that wire nut there? Alright, just moved it down a little bit more. See how our insulation is down inside the bottom portion of the wire nut, and our insulation is coming up to our screw head, and our strands are wrapped around the screw, the direction our screw turns. And now we can put our wire cable jacket back up inside here a little bit. I'll bring it up. I don't want to put any pressure on my broken hand, so I'll bring it up a little bit more. Bend it over. We'll bring this down and fold it over. There we go. And we can take a little zip tie and tie our wires together. Now we'll get all of our debris out of the socket here. So since we don't have a zip tie, we'll just use a piece of electrical tape. And we'll be thankful that we have it, because instead of complaining about what we don't have and what we can't do, we'll be thankful for what we do have. Maybe sometime when we get some zip ties, we'll put one in here, right over top of this tape. But in the meantime, the tape will hold it. And this is a starter, goes in this socket right here. And now we put our bulb in and make sure it's going to work. Wires just can't be under the light bulb. There we go. Now we'll plug it in and see how it works. And it fired up and worked. Peace. Thanks for watching. So we can put a little thing here and here, and a thing here and here. Took a chain to hang it up above a workbench. And I'll just set the cosmetic round piece that goes on here. This just snaps in. Snaps in like this, right there. Push it down. And it just snaps in like that.